Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Shop My Stash. This is number 5 and usually I start these videos with my eyeshadow palettes and then a quick review of the items that I used last week, and then we're going to go ahead and shop my stash. So in this week I did get to use 2 eyeshadow palettes, one of them being this Petite Pro 4 palette from Visart or Visart, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but this is a really small palette, really expensive as well. I think it's about maybe $30. I don't really know. I'll leave the price right here, but I did get this on sale during like Black Friday, and I did use the 4 mattes on top as well as the shimmer right here. I do want to say the shimmer performed a lot better than the mattes. I did have to build up the mattes a little bit, but I feel for the price, I think what's only worth for these little palettes is the shimmers. They're definitely really pigmented, and they definitely do stay on your eyelids, and they don't crease, they don't fade away throughout the day. So it's a really good like nice peachy neutral palette. I also did use the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde eyeshadow palette. This is my first time using this palette, and this is hands down the best Huda Beauty palette. I did take a picture of the look that I did, so I'll quickly insert it right now. But for this look I did use Karma on the crease, then I went over with Hot Mess. I cut the crease, used Cosmic on the lid, and then on the lower lash line I went with Haze. Again, the best Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette. This one does not have like literally no kickback or pickup when you put the eyeshadow brush onto the eyeshadow. Literally the best one. I do recommend picking this one up if you guys can, if you want to spoil yourself. It is pretty pricey, but if you guys have a coupon, a gift card, if you guys are asking for a birthday gift, this is the palette to ask for. For primers, I did use the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot primer. This is a mattifying and a pore shrinking primer. And then I also did use the e.l.f. Jelly Pop 2 primer. This is a kind of thick like sticky jelly type of primer, so if you guys don't like this like kind of primers, I may not recommend it for you, but this is pretty good. I mean, it makes my foundation look nice and it doesn't leave it tacky afterwards. It also is pretty dewy, so if you have oily skin, it may not be the best either. This one on the other hand, I've been using this one for a very long time and I still have a lot of product in there. Definitely really good for pore shrinking as well as mattifying my T-zone. With these 2 primers, I did pair it up with the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation in the shade M30. I also did use this with the LA Girl Pro Pigment in white just to lighten it up a little bit. Really nice mattifying foundation. I did sit a little bit on my smile line, so with this e.l.f. Jelly Pop primer, it was a little nice, like not too dry, not too matte. It was really nice and comfortable. For the other foundation that I did pick up, the Marc Jacobs Shameless Youthful 24-Hour Foundation, I didn't get to use this. I was going to use it one morning and it just wasn't looking right, so I just took it off and I didn't reapply it. I don't think I want to use this for next week again, just because right now I'm going through some acne and this is a really like light to medium coverage, so I don't want to use it. And I'm noticing that this expires actually next month, which I'm pretty bummed because I think I picked this up around October, so I didn't really even get to use it. So moving on to powders, I did use the Catrice Permanent Fine Mattifying Powder in transparent, as well as the Too Faced I Want Candy Banana Pudding Powder. I believe I used these a couple weeks ago. I did use both of them with the CoverGirl foundation. I had no issues with it. This is a really nice powder, and this one is mattifying, but it's not like, oh my god, I'm gonna be matte all day. I will see my oils peek through after a couple of hours of wearing this, but if you want a really good mattifying powder, try the Essence All About Matte, I think it's called. That one's a really good mattifying powder. For concealers, I did use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I really like this one and I am super bummed that I'm almost going to be out of it soon, but I don't think I'll repurchase it anytime right now, but definitely in the future I will. Also did get to use a lot of the CoverGirl, not CoverGirl, A lot of the ColourPop No Filter concealer, as you guys could see, the name is wearing off, but I have the shade Light 20. It's not my favorite, but I'm definitely getting some really good usage out of it. So those are the two concealers that I did use. For powders, I did use the Too Faced powder in the Born This Way one. I used it mainly with the ColourPop concealer and I didn't have any issues with it. No creasing, it didn't settle into like fine lines, really good. On the other hand, I did not get to use the Becca Hydra Mist powder. I don't know why I didn't reach for this one, but I'm gonna keep it for next week and hopefully I do use it next week. But it's a really cool powder. You put it on and it feels like nice and cool. But yeah, I'm gonna for sure use this next week. So for blush and bronzer, I only use the blushes in this Cheek Parade Benefit palette. I used all of the blushes. I didn't use bronzer this week just because I did lighten up a little bit the CoverGirl foundation. I didn't really need to bronze that much. I don't bronze all the time, but I do use blush. So I did get to use all of the blushes and I'm so happy I did. This one is probably my favorite. Highlighters, I only got to use one out of the two. I used the Makeup Revolution highlighter in Just My Type. The other one was the Zoella one and I didn't use this one. It just doesn't call my name. But I am going to keep it for next week because I want to force myself to use it. But this one is definitely a really good highlighter if you guys can still find it at Ulta. I know that's usually where they sell it at. It's so nice, guys. Like, oh my gosh. Look at that. That's freaking bomb. It's like my favorite highlighter. So yeah, I do recommend Makeup Revolution. For setting sprays, I did get to use both the e.l.f. Hydrating Coconut Mist as well as the NYX Bear With Me Prime Set and Refresh Spray. I love them both. This one is definitely a nice like coconut mist. The sprayer isn't too like strong on your face, but it's really nice. I do like it. It's really refreshing. And I did use this again with the e.l.f. Dew Primer and the CoverGirl foundation, and it wasn't like I was an oily mess. It was actually really nice, comfortable, and this one is probably one of my all-time favorite drugstore ones. Really nice and refreshing. For brow products, I did again use the Benefit Pressing My Brow Pencil in the shade number 6. I love this. I really don't have nothing to say about this because I love it. Just plain and simple, I love it. Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Gel in the shade Black Brown. I don't like this. It leaves your brows wet all day and tacky and sticky, and if you touch your brows, you're gonna have like brown, black, marks on your finger from like the gel. So I don't recommend this. I do want to just finish it up though. I don't know if I'm going to be able to because I don't like it at all. Mascara, I did get to use this one that my friend or my coworker actually brought from Mexico. The Pop mascara in the avocado oil. This one's really nice actually. I like the wand. It does leave your lashes like nice and curled throughout the day. I actually like it. I don't have any bad I don't have a bad review for this. I actually do like this mascara. Okay, so I usually like to start with this little box. This is the stuff that I want to kind of finish up in 2020 hopefully, or at least get through most of it. I am going to choose a couple of things from this box from different categories. So for foundation, I am going to go ahead and grab the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD foundation in the shade Natural. So that's going to be one of my foundations for this week. I'm also going to choose this Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I want to finish this one. This is one of my favorite setting sprays. Since I'm going through some acne right now, I think I'm going to use this Maybelline Master Prime Blur and Redness Control Primer. So now to choose one more foundation. I already have a illuminating foundation, so I'm gonna go for something a little bit more like matte. I think I'm gonna go for this Urban Decay Weightless foundation. This one's a little bit on the matte side. So now I need one mattifying and one like dewy primer. So I'm actually going to use this one from Becca's Skin Love. This is a brightening blur primer. So I'm going to use this one with the Urban Decay foundation. And then for mattifying, I think I'm going to use this Benefit Pore Professional Matte Rescue mattifying gel. And for primer, I'm gonna grab this one from Wet n Wild, the Photo Focus Rose 3-in-1 Primer Water, which is kind of like the Smashbox one. But I do kind of want to finish this one up as well. I'm going to use also the Patrick Star MAC. This is no longer available, so I'm gonna use this one as my second powder. For concealers, I think I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I have this one in the shade Light Beige, which is a super light shade for me, but I'm still gonna try to use it. And then I'm gonna grab one more as well. I think I'm gonna use this one from Huda Beauty. This one's kind of light for me too. This one's in Coconut Flakes. For mascara, I'm gonna go ahead and use this one from Tarte. This is the Lights Caramel Lashes Mascara. For brows, I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Micro Brow Pencil. I'm not a big fan of this, but I do want to use it up. And then I'm going to also continue to use the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Gel in Black Brown. So this is one of my 2 ColourPop drawers, and then I also have a ColourPop stand right there with all the palettes. Sorry, excuse my mess, but yeah, we're gonna stick to this one right now. I am gonna grab this bronzer. This is the ColourPop Press Powder Bronzer from the Coco, what is it, Coco Loco? I don't know, the Coconuts collection. I'm gonna use Coconut Beach. This is gonna be one of my bronzers. And then for blush, I'm gonna use this Super Shock Cheek in Between the Sheets from ColourPop as well. So I'm gonna grab one more blush from here, and it's gonna be the Kylie Cosmetics blush in Close to Perfect. So that's gonna be my second blush for this week. I'm gonna grab one more bronzer, and I'm gonna use this one from Too Faced, the Tutti Frutti Pineapple Paradise highlighter and bronzer duo in Pineapple Sun. And then I'm gonna go ahead and choose 2 face powders. I'm gonna go with this one from L'Oreal, Infallible Pro Glow, and I'm also going to use this one from Too Faced, Tutti Frutti. So yeah, guys, that is everything for this week's Shop My Stash. I will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.